What? Mission failed? Who failed? All of them?
Yes, I have no excuse. I was able to get in touch with Yoshinagari and Kunisaki, but including backup, you need to know that all 44 Disciplinary Committee Vanguard members, every one of them was vanquished by Kurakami Medaka in an instant.
That's impressive. The freak actually arrived in time. How big a freak does she need to be before her desires are completely satisfied? No. Fall back, Yubuko. Kurakami Medaka bites back when bitten. We managed to learn that she's not a total pacifist.
That's not it, Chairman. She may not be a pacifist, but something peculiar happened. Something I've never seen before.
Huh? What's that?
Yobuko-senpai, don't get the wrong idea. Medaka-chan wasn't trying to save us. If you want to know the real story, she was actually saving you guys.
新しい未来はこの手の中に夢の花を咲かせよう 声が響いてく巡る季節を駆け抜ける友情 誰かを羨む暇なんてないよ前を向いてみて君らしさでいいここまでの線決めるのは自分だけ描いた扉開けて見れば無限の青空君がいる世界が輝き始める ない想像は超えてゆこういつだって私は信じているよ大切な想い今日も胸に抱いて光の風走り出そう
Yobuko-senpai, don't get the wrong idea. Medaka-chan wasn't trying to save us. If you want to know the real story, she was actually trying to save you guys.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Me? I'm talking about survival. Kakaijima is just a quiet girl. But she has a couple of dangerous guys who care for her, like a daughter. Not a single soul has laid a hand on Kakaijima and lived to tell about it. Akane-senpai is every bit as dangerous. With the darkness you can't even see. I guess Nabeshima-senpai helped rein him in, tamed him, if you will. Back in middle school, his hobby was ruining people's lives. And while I might not be able to hold a candle to those two, I'm one hell of a dangerous guy, young lady. I am the watchdog who will show absolutely no mercy to any enemy of Medaka-chan. They can be a senior, teacher, or anyone else in the school. Had any of these crazy chains even brushed my clothing, you wouldn't be standing now. Whom did she save? Whom did she protect? You should think hard about that one.
I realized that he was probably bluffing for the most part. He would not have been defeated by them. Yes, Chairman, if Kurakami had not interfered, we would have completed our missions just as we were ordered to. However, win or lose, the fact remains that we would have sustained injuries in the process and would have definitely lost valuable soldiers.
Someone is going to get hurt. Someone is...
Yet when the dust has settled, no disciplinary committee members were harmed by Kurakami. Although a few were traumatized by the experience.
Isn't the Kurogami lariat just a normal lariat?
Gone.
I must conclude that Kurakami Medaka does not follow the practice of biting back when bitten. I believe she wanted to avoid conflict to ensure there would be neither student council nor disciplinary committee casualties. I'm telling you, Chairman, we cannot afford to have... Oh! Chairman Unzen?
broke my beloved smartphone. And I just switched to a new model. Who's going to take responsibility for this? She wasn't trying to save her buddies. She was trying to save both friend and foe. What's up with that? Why does she act so saintly? Does she think she's a god? Had she merely been a hypocrite, the plan was to toy with her for a while and then let her join our ranks. But if she's truly some kind of psycho saint, I'll kill her as though this were just a game. I see. There was indeed a problem with the soundproofing. Given that the weak kick of a little kid sufficed to open a big hole in a wall for a music room. Right, Onagasi-chan?
Yes.
Hey, air boobs. I'm going to use this exit here. Will you try to stop me?
I was only assigned to guard this exit. That's all I'm doing. That one's beyond my jurisdiction. No authority there.
Is that so? Nice bureaucratic approach. Onigase-chan, I need you to convey a message for me.
Huh?
Go and tell every disciplinary committee member they are to go home and concoct an alibi. An airtight, unquestionable story should anyone think anything suspicious happened here. Because from here on out till it's over, Unsen Miori's waging a one-man war.
Huh? What is this ball supposed to be?
Nay, this is no ordinary ball. It is an extraordinary ball. In other words, a super ball. Hey, don't give me that look. This is quite serious. Allow me to explain. The strange technique employed by Disciplinary Committee Chairman Unsen the second year.
Oh, those projectiles of unknown identity that seemed to move like they were disobeying laws of gravity?
Yes. The weapon he's using is, in fact, this super ball.
Huh? The chairman's weapon is a super ball? That's crazy.
Yes, I'm almost certain of it. Do not underestimate the super ball. It has an amazing amount of elasticity and ability to rebound. A little flick sends it rebounding off all the walls. Right?
Don't give me that! Huh?
Well, that was certainly most impressive. I've been using this technique for over a year, but you seem to be the first one to figure it out, Kurakami. But of course, ordinary super balls wouldn't be enough for the likes of you. So I've made a few minor modifications to the material composition to optimize them for use as a weapon. But once that secret is out, it's no more than a childish trick. Like a magic trick.
This is Disciplinary Committee Chairman Unsen Miori, the team special member who skipped a bunch of grades. Plus, he's in class 13. After I bluffed the hell out of Yobuko-senpai, the boss strolls right into our territory? This guy moves as fast as Medaka-chan.
Who is this snotty little kid? He isn't cute at all. I want him out of here.
You're the one with the money! Buy a clue!
You didn't come to reveal the secret behind your trick. What do you want, Unsen the second year?
Do I need a reason to visit? That's cold-hearted, man. So mean, you're gonna make me cry. We may be in different grades, but we're both members of Class 13. Why can't we just be friends, Kurakami the first year? Since we're both beasts, both monsters, we're both alike, cut from the same cloth. Yeah, from the moment you arrived at this school, I always thought of you as my mirror image. Only I'm prettier.
However, that would mean I am your reverse.
You bet. You and I are too similar to get along. You know how brothers always torment sisters. I hear that you love humans, Kurakami Medaka. And you were born to help others. You are a genuine Good Samaritan. So, by being a good guy, you've been able to save and reform many people? That's amazing. Really wonderful. But Kurakami, you're nothing but a cheat. You only take notice of people's good sides. If you claim to truly love these humans, their lies and betrayal, their sins and ugliness, their jealousy and immaturity, their hatred and conflicts, it's cheating to say that you love humans but ignore their flaws. Pride, envy, gluttony, wrath, greed, lust, and sloth. All these qualities exist in everyone. If you claim to be an accepting person, you shouldn't brainwash people into acting the way you want. It's like playing concentration with all the cards facing up. I'm sure you enjoy winning all the time, but it's no fun for those you drag into it. I fight evil for the sake of justice, but I've never felt that justice was somehow innately better. Rules exist to keep humans on a leash, but I've never believed they could change who people are. As I'm sure you've deduced, I hate humans. And I hate everything about them. Kindness and friendship, love and selflessness. I also hate duty, and I hate peace! That's why I can uphold justice without bias and not be concerned with feelings! Hey, Hideyoshi! I bet you understand what I'm saying.
Well, I wouldn't be too sure about that. What's with him? Why would he come here and start giving a speech? I doubt he expects to convince Medaka-chan with words. It's almost like he's trying to buy time.
Let's discuss your pretentious appeal to innate goodness. Your whole saint act is pretty cruel. People who don't adopt your ideals are considered unfit. Everyone knows you're amazing. But you can't expect everyone else to be as amazing. All you can expect is for everyone to follow the rules in place.
It appears that you are mistaken about two things, Unzen the second year. First, this pretentious appeal to innate goodness is something Zenkichi came up with on his own. No need to give me credit for sainthood. Second... Get away, everyone! These aren't Super Balls! They're explosives!
Oh, you figured it out! I really suck at this. I'm so bad at magic tricks. But it's too late. My preparations are more or less finished. If you're a Koga ninja, I'm a shinobi from the hidden valley of Iga. IED, Cinderella. This is my real weapon. One is enough to blow away a rotting wall. Just imagine what more than one could do.
If that detonates in this small room, you won't survive either, you horrible, evil little troll!
That's right! Enough of your childish threats. You've gone way too far for a mere prank, I'm afraid.
Do you people not watch the news? Not paying any attention? How lame what you kids are spending your time with these days when you have so few. What will you do, Kurakami? Will you try to reform me now? Or will you beg me to stop it?
Please stop!
Huh?
What's wrong, Hyuga?
I don't know. I could have sworn I heard some kind of explosion or something over there.
That's where the student council office is, right? The student council president probably did something again. Hey, there's smoke.
You're right. That's probably all it was. Business as usual. Everything's normal here.
The disciplinary committee's special uniform. White Tiger, aka White Snow. A product of cutting-edge science, Made from pressure-resistant fabric that would keep me unharmed even if a dump truck were to hit me. It's made from materials used for deep-sea submersibles, so its weight makes it hard to move. Anyway, the damage wasn't as extensive as I expected. I never planned to take out the entire building, but I figured a good chunk would be gone. A dud? No. I've been maintaining them. A dud's impossible. Then...
Please stop.
Oh, I see. She used water from a nearby vase to drench some of the explosives before ignition. And it appears the window was already broken before the heat could melt it. She must have kicked out several of the bombs before they could blow. She's pretty clever. That girl is slick to boot. I'm impressed that she could do that much on a snap decision. But it didn't make a difference in the... What? They're all unharmed? Well, if they were hurt, this isn't funny. I risked my life to pull this off. Kurakami, what did you do?
Something quite simple. The shockwave, not the heat, is the most dangerous part of any explosion. So I rolled those three into a rug. Although I had to stay outside.
In what way was that simple? How much did she get done during that instant? And stayed outside? Doesn't that mean she took the full brunt of the detonation? That demolished an entire room! This freak woman can't be sane. With her abilities, she could have easily saved herself. Man, you're such a saint! It's getting nauseating! I must admire how stubbornly you cling to your ideals. So let me guess! Next you'll say we have no reason to fight and that we should all just get along! Neither your friends nor I end up hurt. All's well that ends well. And we all live happily ever after, right?
Shut up! Pathetic. I'm sure that once you were a kind, innocent boy who believed in human goodness. You weren't born this way. Something must have happened to you once. To transform you, change you into such a cruel and heartless little monster. However, having said that, I will not forgive you!
I was actually scared for a moment. All it took was one look, one glare, for me to step back unconsciously.
Un's in the second year. You're absolutely right. You and I are very much alike. I have never considered myself as always being in the right, either. I continuously wonder if there is a better way. If I'm actually healthy. If I've considered all the possible scenarios. If I've forgotten someone who is suffering. If I'm letting myself go with the flow. If I've gotten too used to helping others. I'm always worried. I'm always frightened. I am not in the right. I simply try my best to be in the right.
I don't get what you're saying to me. Isn't that the same thing?
You do not understand? I'm saying that I do not follow any of those grand ideals you speak of. At the very least, I hold to no ideals that would cause me to put my friends in harm's way. You don't like my saintly act? Un's in the second year. I'll let you have your way. Prepare for disappointment when you discover that I am a worthless human being who allows rage to consume her.
Hideyoshi-kun, How long has it been since Medaka-san last transformed into this state?
Not since the summer we were middle school first years. That would make it 3 years. 3 terrifying years.
I see. That's right. Back then I thought that Medaka-san was a perfect idealist.
This is Kurakami Medaka's forte number 4. War God mode! Once she's reached this point, I can no longer stop her. Unzen, you're finished!
What? Don't try to end things for me, you fool! Be it lost spirit or evil demon, all will be ash before a volcano!
This uniform keeps you unharmed even if you're hit by a dump truck? Well, well, well! I'm glad to hear that. That means you have the power to survive 3 of my attacks. Even if I use my full strength!
私急には変えられない思い込んで突っ走っちゃって生まれつきなの仕方がないでしょ誰も止められない何も恐れず挑戦できるのはいつだって強くなれる君がいつでも味方でいるから素直にありがとう思い
My own justice. Once I decide on a path, it will never change. God, Buddha, demon, devil. For whom the bell tolls, you're nothing but a monster.